Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. And this is an educational channel. We check into little known theories and discoveries of concepts that are suppressed, and we're trying to unsuppress them. These are powerful um, lessons that you can apply in your own life to accentuate your spiritual, mental, and physical health. And this is a segment that we have called Your Blind Side, where I try to have the six of the uh, patriots and the diggers and the anons and the truthers out there who may be all tied up in their rabbit holes and aren't uh, looking at the big picture. Maybe there's some things in the future that they're not aware of, or not, they don't see things coming, and trying to alert them to that. And the main thing along those lines that I've been talking about is our um, need to redeploy and uh, re-red pill. Um, this movement has done a lot of great things in terms of digging up um, all the psyops, hoaxes, false flags, and info ops, um, and you know, spectacles that have occurred in the 20th and 21st centuries. But the movement has not gone back far enough. There's very little talk about uh, things that happened much before that. There's a little talk, but not very much, especially once you get back before maybe the 18th century. And the problem is that most of our deepest seated, most cherished beliefs are those that have been embedded into the culture and civilization, uh, going back to ancient times. And things were no different in ancient times than they were now. Everything is a psyop. And everything that you thought you believed in falls apart like a house of cards once you give it the proper scrutiny. And so this movement is clinging on to a lot of concepts that are not tenable, um, a lot of concepts that don't have any evidence, um, and it's again it's all the religions. I I classify really five um, Western religions: Christianity, Judaism, Islam, atheism, otherwise known as scientism or communism, and Satanism. And it turns out that this was all kind of a big exorcism of God that occurred here in the first century AD. Now, the Old Testament has true stories, but it just is not a religious book. There's no God in the New Testament. The character that they call God, Yahweh Elohim, is anything but God. He's a dude who's got a lot of power, a lot of technology, and is a psychopath, as well as being, obsessive, compulsive, and um, arbitrary and capricious, and insecure and zealous and jealous, indecisive, and addicted to animal fat smoking, um, which is a step in the right direction because he used to be addicted to human fat smoking. and makes his all of his brothers and sisters who Baal and Ashtoreth and Moloch, they're still addicted to the animal fat smoking. So that's how Yahweh has an edge over them. But nonetheless, he's not God. He's translated as God, um, but it's very clear uh, that he's not. And all these commandments and so on, these are not moral, ethical rules. These are rules of obeisance. Can you obey Yahweh's rules? Yahweh has rules and he wants you to obey them. And if you don't, he will strike you down or make your life miserable, um, and get, you know, arbitrary and capricious. Um, if you follow him, follow his rules, he will probably hook you up. Uh, but when the first century came, the Romans took over, and the Romans created the concept of Jesus as a psychological operation against the Jews. And at the same time, they created the concept of Satan as part of that whole psychological operation. And so, and their descendants eventually created the concept of Islam. And I would imagine that their um, descendants probably also created the concept of evolution, human evolution, um, and the worship of science as well. So these are all um, things that are not worth believing in, and certainly not worth investing any emotional capital. Now, the problem is that you already have invested the emotional capital in it from day one growing up, and you have fond memories and experiences that lead you to believe that these are really productive things and really righteous things. Um, well, the Romans did write the New Testament, and they did put a lot of uh, uh, edifying and ethical stuff in it, borrowed from other mythologies and religions, which are also probably not true, from all over the world. And so, in my opinion, we need to move forward on some type of common denominator. Um, and, like I said, atheism is one of scientism is one of these issues. Um, I'm not talking about I'm not touting atheism. I believe that there's a God, there's a higher power, there's a higher intelligence that is good. And that's what we need to move forward upon. Even the just the existence of the golden ratio to me proves that there is a higher power. And deism, I think, is the way to move forward. Many of the American patriots believed in deism. Uh, Thomas Paine, Thomas Young, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, um, and quite a few others. Uh, Belief in one God who is a good God, who has given humans reason and other higher mental and spiritual faculties to behold God's creation. Um, and through that beholding of nature and the laws of uh, physics, math, and geometry, uh, we are able to understand God directly, without intermediaries, without books, without priests, pastors, and popes. And that's enough. And that is all, because we all need to be responsible for our own religion, for our own spirituality. And that is the golden age. That is 5D consciousness. That is the age of Aquarius. Are we going to get out from under our, um, you know, trance of just following the leader, reading the book as if it's true, um, pretending that it's the Word of God, believing what the experts tell us about everything? Um, and believing in things that are thousands of years old? Or are we going to believe what we behold right in front of us right now? And so that is those are those are the criteria moving forward. And if we can redeploy ourselves, get ourselves out of our rabbit holes, because we're going to win this war against the globalists. But are we going to win we're going to win this battle against the globalists? Are we going to win the war to gain sovereignty over our planet? That is how that's done, through um, you know this 5D consciousness. We have to move on to the next phase. And I'm not going to use the word evolution. This might be some type of quantum leap again, um, but it's more uh, embracing our potential that we've always had, but that we have had stifled by the various psyops. All right. Like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and come back next time. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great day, and remember to watch your blind side.